Another bill that I'm looking at introducing this year is a bill modeled after the state of Florida, and Texas has passed similar legislation as well, that would require a person who is a pedophile or has created some heinous sex crime to take a shot that would castrate them chemically.
So is that like a permanent thing, or is that
no? If they upon being freed from prison, if they refuse to show up for their shots and quit taking the shots, then they would revert back and likely repeat offend, because there's proven to be no cure for repeat offenders.
Right.
And so upon a second offense, this bill actually would give the judge provision to physical castrate at that point. It's up to the legislature ultimately to decide what's justice for someone's crime. Mm-hmm. And so someone that's committing the crime of a heinous sex crime or rape, or whatever the case may be, to a child who is 11 years of age or younger.
So we're talking like serious sex crime. I mean, like something
right.
most of us would find really disgusting.
Exactly. When you take a child's innocence away from them.
Yeah.
In that regards, and it's up to the legislator to determine what's just punishment for that, and just to let these guys go and back out on the streets, so to speak, I don't believe is doing our children justice.
Right.
And so this is a means that I believe that we can feel more comfortable with that person.
So this is something that once they were released from prison, they would get these shots for a certain period of time.
Yes, and that can all be tied in and based upon they're being released, to accountability as to what their behavior is going to be, and the physical castration even more so. Even the Bible talks about eunuchs.
So if let's say that someone that was a convicted pedophile mm-hmm. was released from prison. They were getting their shots, and they ended up committing another crime along the same lines. Then they could they could be in a possible scenario where maybe they're physically castrated.
Exactly.
And so, boy, that ought to be a deterrent. I would think it's a deterrent.
It'd be a deterrent, and it's definitely a sensitive subject.
Right.
But I think the punishment matches the crime there more so than what we've been doing.
And we're not talking about just doing this to anybody that just goes out here and breaks the law. We're talking about some people that do some things that are, as we've said, that's pretty vile.
Exactly, and we don't like to think about it. We don't like to talk about it, but the reality is that it's happening, and it's happening to the innocent children.
Right.
And so I don't know that there'll be any disagreements with this legislation, to be honest with you.